Hi Aries, kicking off another cycle of Astro Reels. You know how it goes. You don't have to have any particular Aries placements in your natal chart for these messages to be for you. They are collective messages, okay? So they're actually for everybody. And you don't have to be watching at the time that I'm publishing this video for these messages to be for you. Energy is as such, and it can still be for you 40 years from now if the energetic conditions are upon you. If you'd like to work more personally with me, you know exactly where to find me at my Etsy page, and you can find a link on this page wherever you're watching. So yeah, if something doesn't resonate, I would invite you to take a step back, come back at a later time and see if it resonates then once the energies have had a chance to manifest / solidify a little bit more in your physical reality. All right, so let's jump right in, Aries. Yeah, wow, there you go. Actually, just before I turned on this camera, something flew out there. Aries, let me put these cards on because you know we don't even need these cards, but let me let you know what I'm getting for you. I just got a mashup of like a whole bunch of stuff. On the one hand, I had to be honest, I just saw funerary energies, 1 minute 11 seconds. So funerary energies, and I'm not sure exactly what that's about. And of course on this channel we're all adults, so no one's going into tailspins just at me saying that after a minute and a half of a reading, because you have to use your own discernment. Also getting contracts, romantic contracts coming in. So thank you. The guides are saying, remember, when we're talking about funerary energies, it's not even necessarily to say that somebody is passing away. The energy is about the ending of something, and they're saying even a cataclysmic ending. And I'm getting boom, like that, almost like, and now they're saying like the coffin closing, boom, not like boom, it just closed and then came up again. It's like boom, silence, right? So whatever has just come to an end in your life, they're saying, oh, literally I heard them say, sit, is that right? Is that okay? Yeah, okay. Sit Shiva for it. Sit Shiva for it, okay? So my conscious mind is like, is that right? Is that, that's a, yeah, I think is that a funerary process in the Jewish faith? But anyway, I need to leave my conscious mind out of it because it doesn't matter what makes sense, quote unquote. It's the messages that are coming through, and it always makes sense for whoever it's for. So yeah, so they're saying just let it go, treat it as such. It's time to move forward. And they're saying it's, you know what they're showing? They're saying how we are emerging from one dream, right? So something has ended. Now we're like groggy eyed. Our eyes are all groggy and like you're rubbing it as you pull into focus with the next dream. So wherever you find yourself, whoever you are, something is ending or has ended. And here you are this is where we find us, you. All of us, whoever this is for, right there. But we want to see when you get here, and then start on this new thing. But you're still kind of groggy coming from whatever that is. And in this groggy stage, there are going to be emotions that are coming with it. There's anger. There's getting coupledom. What's that about? Coupledom. It seems to be referring to two people, like a couple. Maybe it's referring to people involved or whatnot, or it may sound that, bring that message up for me, but for whoever it's for, it may touch different imagery for them as it needs to be, okay? So you'll know what that is and whatnot. But they're saying that, yeah, so again, going back to the funerary thing. Oh, and then we saw romantic partnership. Thank you. So just as they defined this funerary energy as referring to an ending, we already know, and I'm so glad they're bringing this up, that when we talk about union or romantic union and whatnot, yeah, we're seeing that, but the basic energy is a signing of a new contract, right? So this is what happens. So a lot of times we will have these readings, and I see this on YouTube all the time. Oh, new union and this and that and blah blah blah, and it's painted in terms of romance, but really, it's at its basic a coming together and a signing of a contract or an activation of a contract that was agreed upon a long time ago. And for some people, that does not play out romantically. For example, it would play out in their career. You're getting a new job, that's a new contract. Picking up a new, or even finding a new best friend, that's a contract. So whoever you are, please don't get too duped when you see this kind of language. Now, it's interesting that I'm harping on that a little bit. And the word harp, why did that sound, there was like a sound, there was a frequency that made that word significant here. There are a lot of, okay, whew. My conscious mind is following it, but I'm also aware that there are many people watching that this serves, and it's hitting a lot of you in different ways. I also see some code speak in there as well, and sometimes, you know, when it comes, I just saw money exchanged for that, whatever that was. So a lot of times when we are giving messages, we don't necessarily need, me as a reader, we don't necessarily need to know what's in the message or how it's going to be received. We just give the message. I feel that message in and of itself, what I just said, was for somebody here who's watching, who is either being they're being trained to be a messenger or a channel or something like that. You're going to be moving into a new genre of work. For example, let's say that you and just thank you everyone for following along. We're just going where they want us to go here. Let's say, for example, that you already work in some type of courier service or channelings or something. I heard someone say creative, yeah, something creative, right? Or something communications based. But let's say then you get a job, a new job. You're working for the government, and now you're still doing communication, but it's more like a espionage or something like that. Oh wow, all these words that just probably just got this video, you know, highlighted somewhere on some list. But anyway, but just to show you, there's a shift, right? So. Wow, lots of messages coming through. Let's go back to this stream. And so thank you guys for following along with me. There's just so many messages we're just trying to field. I say messages, but actually it's like energy streams. So you're just hearing my voice and listening for something that resonates with you, but I'm seeing like at least 8 like streams of energy that I'm tapping into and kind of like speaking to. And this looks like an eye to looking. So let's see what that is. Okay, I don't know what that is. Television, whatever this is referring to. And what's this? Okay, we'll leave that there. All right, so again, so one of the messages we were seeing here, they said saying, yeah, so saying and seeing here is about this feeling in terms of the structure. Now we see family room, but that could be speaking to a structure of some sort, like maybe your home life, career life. I'm not necessarily seeing romantic life, but the message here that needs to come through for this segment in particular is not to get down in the dumps as much as we, look at that, not to get down on the dumps as much as we struggle not to, but look at this card, on track. So wherever you find yourself, whoever this message is for, and I guarantee you it's for quite a few of you, at least 4 of you is what I'm getting. I'm seeing that whatever is going on for you, you're on track. And they're saying that when you remain in this open state, see how she's sitting here in her own living room, by the way. I almost said limiting. So watch your mindset, okay? But here you are, if you can remain as expansive in your mind as possible in order to receive, that would be very helpful, because I do see the feeling of being on track here. Even though we're at this train station and we've got different signs pointing elsewhere, here you are not realizing it, but here you are right here at this train, doors open, you're about to get on. So wherever you find yourself right now, in whatever circumstances, in whatever field of your life, whether it's romance, career, whatnot, you're going to be fine, and just remain as open as possible. Wow, that was a lot. There's so much energy, the roof of my mouth is actually itching. Okay. I don't know if you guys remember, but my nose used to itch a lot when I would do channeling, and now the roof of my mouth is itching. As I said that, see, everything is, everything makes sense here. Look, this is literally somebody constructing this, and it came out in the reverse. There's no roof here. So, yeah, they're saying something is going to take time. Whoever this is for, whether it's the same person or another one of you, something is going to take time. And I'm getting about 6 months. So before any one of you whoever has already contextualized this into your life, like this is about me in this situation, you don't know that. You don't know if this is about that situation. There could be something that you're not even perceiving yet that they're referring to here. So be mindful. They're like reminding you how many cards on the table are turned downward. So whenever we are living in this world, which we are all doing right now, we always have to remain as ideologically flexible as we can. That means do not hold so fast to what you think you're seeing and whatnot because of one category, the inconceivable. What you don't know that you don't know. If you don't have an idea that you don't even know something, that throws everything off the table. But it's also liberating because it means that something could be coming in for you tomorrow. The same amount as something may not be coming in for you tomorrow. But guess what? So this is the whole Schrodinger's cat situation. Both of these are possible. We don't know which one's probable. You have an idea of which is probable. And that's where you have to keep your mindset open, because if you're not, you're going to basically taint at 11:11 right now, 11 minutes, 11 seconds, taint your now moment, your physical now moment. You're going to tinge it and taint it with your low feelings, your low frequencies, your doomsday ideas, all of that stuff. And what you don't realize is the train that manifests for you literally runs along the track, and those tracks were put down ahead of the train, duh, but those tracks that are put down in every now moment, and that is what the train runs on. So whatever your mood is, whatever you've got going on, you have to try to find a way. It's challenging, I know, I go through it every single day, but you have to find a way to condition yourself to a point where your now moment can be best served, best preserved. This is not bypassing an invitation to bypass. It's not an invitation to compartmentalize unhealthily. It's not an invitation to deny. It's not an invitation to just go to sleep and not wake up. Whatever it is that's running through your mind. This is not an invitation for that. This is an invitation to alchemize to the best of your ability. And that starts up first off with acknowledging how you feel, what's going on, telling the story however you need to do it, writing it out, making a video that you don't publish, just on your phone, you and you on your phone, talking it out, hitting a pillow, crying in a pillow, and calling in your higher self. You go full Lieutenant Dan, do what you gotta do. Write a letter. Dear God, it's me. Are you real? Whatever you have to do. But you have to acknowledge and witness the feelings and the emotions. But that's not where you stay, right? And in fact, it's when we don't acknowledge, when we don't express these energies that are literally passing through us completely understandably, that's when things start to get embedded and they start to fester and they start to, your grief turns to anger, and the anger, which is just repressed grief, that starts to turn to, resentment or frustration, whichever one's first, and then the other, and then eventually it gets to rage, and at the end of the day, now someone calls you and you're ready to stab them when really it's just that you were sad about that one thing that you never processed, right? So this is what the guides are saying. They're saying to really try to adhere to what's going on within. Do your best to express it. Call upon your higher self and your spirit team. You don't have to hear back from them right away. In fact, when I ask them questions, I'm like, hey guys, just throwing that out there. Don't talk to me. I'm not going to listen until an unguarded moment, because I know I want so much to hear from them that I'm going to actively block what they're saying anyway. And so ask and you'll receive it at a later time, but remain open so they can assist you. Let's see what this is. Stop. Guys, stop it. Just whoever you are watching, just stop it. There's no way that we've got, bam, 2 of these. What are we talking about? This is what I'm saying. So whoever you are, look at you. The train is here. So mind yourself, your now moment, so you don't what? Change the energetic frequency now that this train will get derailed, all right? So wherever you are, you're supposed to be there. Get through the feelings. And by the way, I was just going to do the Pisces reading, right now, and they were like Aries, Aries, Aries. I was like, okay, all right. So I guess I'll put them both out tonight, right? Like, what are we doing? But there we go. Mwah.